There's an expression we hear again and again these days in media, in politics. It's the expression screeching U-turn to describe what Liz Truss began to do and that is now being undone, and that was undone right across the board on Monday after the undoing bit by bit earlier. And nobody is missing the underlying fact here that Liz Truss has been turning away from her own policies, of course, that we see, but she is turning more and more to adopt those of Rishi Sunak. This is what everyone is saying, even if the Conservative Party leaders and the Truss government obviously is not saying it. And she is doing this without acknowledging this. These U-turns she's been making are not over some minor policy issues. These are over tax cuts, and those defined her whole campaign for the post of PM. They were at the heart of the debate with Rishi Sunak, and this debate was repeated at hustings after hustings. Rishi Sunak had argued all through that these tax cuts as proposed by Truss would be ruinous. He had argued that children and grandchildren would have to pay off the debt that these would bring on, but there perhaps he may have made an error. The boomerang did not need generations, it came in days and ended in 3 weeks. Now, in the face of this very strong reaction that we saw from the markets, from people, from our own party, Truss first dropped that 45% tax on the highest earners. She wanted to bring it down to 40. Then she argued that that would kick-start a great new period of growth, and this is something that Rishi Sunak had opposed. Second, she went back exactly to Rishi Sunak's plan of raising corporation tax from 19 to 25% to help deal with the debt burden incurred over the furlough scheme through the pandemic. Truss had rubbished that idea on every single occasion through those 6 weeks of debates in the election for the PM's position, and now quite suddenly she began to extol the benefits of this idea, which was Rishi Sunak's idea, that it will raise 18 billion pounds, which the Treasury badly needs, with no reference at all to all that she had said on this before and argued against over this before. Now, finally, we see the very lever to make these reversals has Rishi Sunak's stamp on it. In a fundamental move, Truss has taken on as Chancellor of the Exchequer Jeremy Hunt, who had backed Rishi Sunak against her in that campaign. Jeremy Hunt was a frontline member of Sunak's team and is well acquainted with his plans and policies on economic matters, and economic matters were, of course, and economic policy was at the forefront of the debate. And now, so instead of inviting Sunak as Chancellor, Truss has called in his man, so to speak, to put in place his plans and policies. No acknowledgement that she is U-turning now to the way that is Rishi Sunak's way. It may be debatable whether this is dishonest, but certainly it does appear to be dishonorable.